what's up, everyone? It's Dr. Glenn Bowe, and I have Dr. Balanoff from Smile Perfected. Doc, how's it going?
This is like a really exciting night, and thanks a lot for inviting me to be part of this whole entire thing.
Oh, okay. So first of all, you say exciting for you. It's exciting for me because I have been a big fan of yours. I use Smile Perfected in my practice. But you know what? Before I even just go into talking about Smile Perfected, I want to ask you, Doc, tell us a little bit about your background. I mean, you're a practicing dentist, and then you kind of start from the beginning and then get into how you fell into this whitening business.
So here's the deal about dentistry and the business of dentistry and my love of dentistry. I love all things dental. And so I've been involved in a lot of different things. I mean, I've been in a lot of different businesses in dentistry. So as time went on, and this is how I got kind of into the old Smile Perfected business. And I love telling this story because there's doctors out there who have patients like this. And this is exactly how it all started. I had a patient, a really, really rich guy, and he goes to me one day, and this is the truth of this story. He goes to me one day and he says, I trademarked a name for you and I'm giving it to you as a present. He goes, the name is Smile Perfected. He goes, I want you to start a business. And I'm like, what business? He goes, you're a smart guy, figure it out and start a business. So I was thinking to myself, like, what's the frustration I have in dentistry? And the frustration I had in dentistry was whitening, because so many patients asked for it. And I, like so many other dentists, kind of stayed away from it because, you know, I don't really like Zoom, and I can tell you why in a second. And I didn't really like opalescence, and the girls in the office didn't like doing a lot of things. And all of a sudden, I had to invent the whole entire thing. So what I did is I took everybody's objection and I decided I'm going to solve that problem. And although whitening's a very crowded space, all I want to do is be invited into the party. And here's what I think we did best with Smile Perfected, is we actually are a vendor owned by a dentist who understands the problems of a dentist to make it all easy for dentists. So that's kind of all got started. It was from a patient and my frustration with you know, my staff, because they didn't want to do it. And I'm thinking, why don't they want to do the #1 requested, you know, service from a patient asking a dental office? Because we were referring everybody out to Costco and Walgreens to buy Crest white strips. Why would I want to refer out all this business? So there was certainly a play for Smile Perfected, and that's how the whole thing got started.
I love it. I love it. And you know, the thing about Smile Perfected is you just hit it right there. It's like the staffing, right? I mean, they don't want to make a bunch of whitening trays. They don't want to go through and do extra work there. And so a lot of times, yeah, I mean, sometimes our staff will say, yeah, you know, try that and then come back here. But also, you know, our patients, they want instant gratification, right?
And I'll tell you, the way that we used to sell Zoom, and you know, a lot of dentists kind of understand this, and this is the reason we've been so successful, Smile Perfected. So we would have a patient who would come in who wanted to get Zoom because that was like the #1 whitening thing. Yeah. And we would tell patients, okay, we can't do it today. We got to block out 2 hours of time. We're going to see you back in 2 or 3 weeks. During that time, I want you to use MI paste every single night. And then when you come in that day, we're going to give you 800 milligrams of Advil. We're going to put you in the chair. It's going to take us about 20 to 30 minutes to block out your gum on your face and everything like that. We're going to change the gel every 15 minutes until the pain becomes so bad that you can't take it anymore. Then we're going to rinse all of that stuff off. The cold is going to just drive you through the ceiling. And then you're going to get zingers for the next 24 to 72 hours. That's okay. And I want you to leave right now and pay the front desk $500. Oh, and by the way, you're going to get fade back. You're going to have to come back in 2 or 3 weeks. We're going to have to take some impressions, make some custom trays. We're going to give you some bleaching gel in these syringes, which you're going to over-squirt inside the trays and put it all over your gums and burn your gums and your lips. And that's the whitening experience I want you to have. And to me, that is like insane. So what happens is every dentist that I've ever talked to who is using Zoom, and it's not that it doesn't give white teeth, it does, but the whole patient experience, the whole dental team experience is so terrible that no one wants to do Zoom anymore. So guys like you and I, we were like desperate for something. We don't want to take impressions. So what happens is go buy Crest white strips at Costco or Walgreens. And then they're throwing money out the window because so much money can be made with Smile Perfected. We have some offices doing over 100 whitenings a month. And the average office in the United States does 2 Zooms per year. So there's a need for it if the product is placed right in the dental office. And only the dentist can understand how to place it.
I love that. I love that. And we have a bunch of people watching right now. Guys, if you like what Dr. Balanoff is saying, type in the comments section, smile perfected. Type in the comments section, smile perfected. And guys, if you have any questions, he's on here. Here's the perfect time to ask questions. Just type it in the comment section and I'll read it to Dr. Balanoff. But Doc, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about, okay, so you just listed all the pain points we have as dental professionals, right? When we're trying to push whitening. Right? We buy all this stuff. We go to the convention. We buy all this whitening material for all these companies. You come home, you come down to your practice and you tell your team, okay, we got all this. It's going to expire at this date. Let's do it. And what ends up happening is when it gets close to that date, you're pretty much just begging people just to take it off your hands. So you listed all those pain points. So what kind of led you on this path to create Smile Perfected and make the experience a lot better?
So let's talk about some of the pain points on an auxiliary by auxiliary basis. So okay. I'm the dentist. I tell the hygienist, I want you to increase hygiene production, and I want you to do it by, doing more whitenings in the chair. And the hygienist is like, okay, I don't have 2 hours for Zoom. I don't like taking impressions, and I'm not going to do any whitening at all. So she doesn't want to do anything about it. So then I go to the dental assistant. It's like, listen, the hygienist is going to start referring patients to you to do Zoom, and I want you to put them inside the schedule. And the dental assistant tells me, it's like, okay, I have to babysit a patient for 2 hours during the Zoom procedure. I don't like putting on all of that, gum barrier and everything like that. Mm-hmm. And I just don't, we're losing production time for 2 hours with me babysitting that patient. And then the front desk would tell me, look, I don't like collecting money from people who are crying because of all the zingers. And I don't like getting telephone calls a week later because there's feedback. So I thought to myself, it's like, okay, so how do we figure this stuff out? So Smile Perfected is this thing called the Profi Plus. So what does that really mean? So at the end of a hygiene visit is the best time to whiten somebody's teeth because now the pellicle layer has been removed. So when the pellicle layer is removed, we can whiten without having a barrier on there. So in a 20-minute procedure, the hygienist, without doing anything fancy, can whiten these patients' teeth. The dental assistants can do the same thing. And I tell you, so there's two places where it can be used as far as the pain point. And this is going to be a question that all the dentists listening are going to understand. Mm-hmm. You've got a patient in the chair, you've just done a crown prep, you're getting ready to take the shade, and the worst thing we ever want to hear out of a patient's mouth is, I'm thinking of whitening my teeth.
Oh gosh, I hate that.
So now what you're going to tell them, it's like, okay, great. So by the time we finish making the temp, or by the time the CEREC machine is milling out your crown, we're going to whiten your teeth in 20 minutes, we're going to go ahead and cement it then. It's like an amazing opportunity for both hygienists and dental procedures alike. So, and the other thing too is when the patient leaves, they're leaving with the same tray, which was preloaded in the chair, back with their take-home tray. They're given a pen as part of the procedure. And now they can continue to whiten their teeth for the next 3 months. Now there's no fade back. The front desk is not getting any calls from patients complaining of fade back. So all the pain points of each of those auxiliaries are now all answered, and they love doing it. But here's the magic to Smile Perfected. And I think this is the biggest pain point for dentists, kind of what you were talking about, going to conventions and getting screwed by these vendors. When you become a Smile Perfected partner, everybody in your office has got to try Smile Perfected, and they get to try it for free. I will send you free replacement kits.
Zoom. Yeah, I took advantage of that, guys. I took advantage of that. My team loved it.
Because once the dental team likes it, they're going to recommend it. And here's another amazing thing that Smile Perfected does that no one else does. If anybody in your office wants to get their teeth whitened again, they have to go to a graduation, a wedding, they've got a hot date. I don't really care what it is. Let them get their teeth whiter and brighter with Smile Perfected. I will send you a free replacement kit. So what we want is we want you guys to be involved. We want to be your partner. Smile Perfected will never charge you for any type of marketing material. And God forbid you have a disgruntled patient. They don't like their teeth. They don't think they got white enough, because I thought I had every crazy patient in the world in Fort Lauderdale. Apparently there's more out there. If you ever have a patient who doesn't like it, that's okay. You call us up and say, hey, we had a patient who didn't like it. I will send you a free replacement kit. You're never without inventory. Smile Perfected is always your partner.
So Dr. Balanoff, I already knew about that policy, but I'll be honest, I thought that policy was just for me. I mean, I felt like really special, but this is apparently this is a policy for everybody. So guys, first of all, Dr. Balanoff, say that one more time, because here's the thing: you're on Nifty Thrifty Dentist, you're on video now. This video is gonna be in the archives of our group forever. And you just said something that I don't think any other company that sells whitening products will do. I can't think of anybody.
They won't, because you know what happened? The reason I came up with this is I had a couple of patients who didn't like the Zoom procedure. So I call up Zoom and it's like, hey, they didn't really go all that well. Can you send me a free Zoom kit? And they're like, no. I'm like, well, why not? And they're like, you've got to buy it. You know, and I wasn't really that big of a customer for them. So my Zoom kits were costing me a lot of money, excess of $130. So that was like a lot of money for a patient. So I decided, well, why is that? So what it is I needed to get my office team involved as well. So a lot of the companies out there, they'll give you and I as doctors free stuff, but they forget about the most important part of the office, which are the team members that we're working with. Yeah. I need the dental assistant to be the best friend of Smile Perfected. I need the hygienist to be the best friend of Smile Perfected. I need the admin to be the best friend of Smile Perfected. The only way that happens is if they get to experience how easy it is. There's no pain, there's no sensitivity, and what happens is they can talk to it with the same passion that you and I have about Smile Perfected. So here's what we do. Every team member, clinical or office, it doesn't make any difference to me, can have their teeth whitened with Smile Perfected anytime they want for free. And in fact, if you want to become my partner, I insist that you do it. I want to give you the free kits. And here's the other thing we do. Always free marketing. And not just generic free marketing. If you want me to customize something for you, I have an entire marketing team that will customize the marketing for your office. And we share best practices marketing ideas from around the country with offices that give us a call. We want to help you every single step of the way. And the last thing is, if anything ever goes wrong with Smile Perfected, I will give you a free kit, because I never want that inventory to cost you, your practice, any money. That's how Smile Perfected partners with you. And that's the way all vendors should partner with us as dentists, because I'm a dentist first before I'm a businessman.
I love it. And you know what, Dr. Balanoff, I mean, we have a comment from the audience. It says, you're correct. This is a unique policy. Well, absolutely. I mean, come on. I've never heard anything like that. That's why I had them repeat it again. And guys, if you like that policy, type in the comment section. I see a lot of Smile Perfecteds. Type in the comment section, Smile Perfected. Show Dr. Balanoff all that love. Show him some love there. And seriously, we see enough of that. I want to have to twist his arm and get a Nifty Thrifty. First of all, this is already a Nifty Thrifty deal. That's why when I met Dr. Balanoff, I love the guy because, man, he was hooking it up. Who doesn't like a good deal? But you know what? We're going to make it sweeter here. Now, let me go ahead and there's a question. Can we take a question right now, Dr. Balanoff?
Absolutely.
Okay. So actually, it's something you just said, but let's do this again. Will you elaborate on the Profi Plus kind of system again, where you were talking about when the patient comes in and they get their hygiene appointment and then transitioning to the whitening right then and there?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is what a Profi Plus is. So we use the word Profi because that's kind of a generic word that a lot of patients know. I understand that hygiene is a little bit more complex than that. So what we want to do is we want those patients to understand that there's two different types of visits they can get when they visit the hygienist: the run-of-the-mill Profi or the Profi Plus. What the Profi Plus is they're going to be getting the Smile Perfected experience at the end of the hygiene visit. So why do we want to do that? We want to do that because the best time to whiten somebody's teeth is when the pellicle layer is removed. So here's even a better thing. It was something that you mentioned earlier, which was we want the instant gratification. Mm-hmm. If I told a patient, hey, you got to spend $500 for Zoom or $350 for opalescence, that's usually a decision that needs to be talked about with your spouse or significant other. But Smile Perfected, typically, most offices only charge $99 for it. So now all of a sudden, I can get the Profi Plus experience for $99. I can leave that office with a brighter, whiter smile and the take-home kits and all that kind of stuff. And now I'm going home to my significant other, my wife, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, and I've got this big, beautiful smile, and I don't feel like I've broken the bank for the family's budget. That's what a Profi Plus experience is. A brighter, whiter smile at a price point that everybody can afford. And I'll give you an idea of how powerful this is for a hygienist. If a hygienist just does one whitening per day, which is 1 out of 8 patients, which is a 12.5% sell-through, they will increase hygiene production by $30,000. That is for the year. That is a significant amount of money by just doing one whitening per day. And we have a lot of our offices that are doing as many as 4 whitenings per day per hygienist. The numbers are off the chart by giving the patients what they want, which is a brighter, whiter smile for $99. And the price point to your office, if you are not a Thrifty Nifty doctor, and we're going to talk about that deal later on, the price point is $30 to the office, $99 to the patient. Nifty Thrifty dentist, of course, get the best possible deal there is.
I love it. And Dr. Ballin, I'm going to have to make a confession here. So part of the reason why I actually reached out to you and worked out a deal is what my podcast partner, Dr. Wynn, he actually uses Smile Perfect in his practice. And he called me up and said, man, you got to use this here. I was like, what, man? What? White? So he was like, this whitening is amazing. What are you using right now? I'm not going to mention names because I have friends that work for this company. So I'd use this company. He's like, man, you're doing it all wrong. They're sitting in there for an hour, man. What I do is my hygienist comes in, does a cleaning, and we just say, would you? It's like McDonald's. Would you like to get your teeth whitened too? You know, you just kind of give them the next thing. They whiten their teeth. They walk out. They're super happy. I'm like, okay, who is this? Let me look it up. So I looked it up. Dr. Balanoff actually not only does he talk the talk, he walks the walk. He actually has a bunch of videos. So I'm going to put you on the spot, Dr. Balanoff. He actually has a lot of videos, a lot of tutorials and training videos and marketing videos to help you when you actually get the system. So I sat there and I watched the video and listened to the Profi Plus. Basically, you know, everyone complains, okay, gosh, you know, hygiene is a loss leader. You know, I'm losing money with my recall patients. The Profi doesn't pay that much. Well, you know what? It's because you're not adding to it, to the service. And once we started adding the whitening, I mean, my hygienists just, they love, actually, they set everything up. And you know what they do? They actually walk and see the next patient, and my assistant finishes it up.
Yeah, of course.
That's what they do.
Nobody's got to be babysitting anybody because there's no pain or sensitivity. There's no blocking out the gum tissue. We manufactured a special formula of the gel. I mean, it is the easiest thing to do. And here's like the thing that you never hear anybody else offer as far as vendors. If you do not like Smile Perfected, you can return the entire system in 30 days. And
wait, what?
That? I'm not being generous. First of all, it just doesn't happen. I mean, because dentists like love this stuff. I want everybody to be friendly with me because I'm a dentist. You know, and the reason we put all of these videos out there, and we have a bunch of practice management videos. Like if you go to, you know, the Smile Perfected YouTube page, we have all these practice management videos. They're all for free. I
love those videos. Those guys, you got to go check it out. I love those videos. Dr. Balanoff is a natural. I mean, like literally, I watched the video. I just implemented the next day.
Yeah. So you're right about all of this stuff. So people like you and people like me and a lot of the other people I see in all these videos that you do, I mean, we're passionate about dentistry. We want to help each other out because a lot of times we feel a little bit of alone. You know, as dentists, we don't have this little community. You've created this amazing community. And we've had nothing but amazing success with Nifty Thrifty because they're good dentists and they're good people.
I love it. I love it. And now, so we have some more questions. And some of these, Dr. Ballas, I'll just warn you, some of these questions, people are jumping on at different times. We have members across the country. They're jumping on at different times. And so this doctor here, and I think a lot of people who are jumping on now would benefit from hearing this again. She actually wants to know what the actual process is. Like from, okay, the patient sits down, they got their cleaning done. And so they're not sure what Smile Perfected is. What comes next? What do they do? They got to put that big old barrier. They got to put like all these protective things.
Let's
talk about it. I mean, literally, guys,
let's talk about
how it's more complicated, but I'll let Dr. Balanoff.
It really got complicated. It was like beyond my skill set. So here's how easy the whole entire thing is. So now the patient comes in, they've had their teeth cleaned, so the teeth are clean, there's no pellicle layer. So now we're going to ask them, do you want to have your teeth brighter and whiter? Asking that one question, do you want to have your smile brighter and whiter, will get probably about a 50% sell-through because it's a $99 procedure. So the only prep is to put vitamin E oil on the lips, and that takes like 5 seconds. And the vitamin E oil comes in the Smile Perfected kit in a little Q-tip. Okay, so 5 seconds vitamin E oil. The trays are in a medical grade silicone tray. They're all preloaded with a 25% carbamide peroxide, hydrogen peroxide blend. I've added menthol and potassium nitrate to get rid of any sensitivity. The trays go inside the mouth because everything is preloaded. And then we have to put a light inside there, which is going to create heat. There's nothing special about the wavelength of the light or anything like that. It's just to create heat to accelerate the breakdown of carbamide peroxide into hydrogen peroxide, and hydrogen peroxide into hydroxyl molecules. That's the purpose of the light. What Smile Perfected does is we give you the light for free. Yeah, I know that sounds crazy. I know what I pay for these things. I don't want it. When Zoom used to charge me for a light, I used to
no, they charge you for that little insert thing after so long. You have to get another one. It was such a racket.
Why? It's like such a racket. So Smile Perfected doesn't do that kind of stuff. So now you're going to put the light in front of the patient's mouth. 20 minutes later, the tray is getting taken out. The patient's going to rinse their mouth. That tray now becomes the take-home tray. So we're going to rinse out all the old gel.
Question about that.
The take-home tray. There's going to be a pen with a little paintbrush with 22% carbamide peroxide inside there. Every 3 days, they're going to paint their teeth, put the tray inside there to keep their lips off of their teeth, leave it in there for 20 minutes. At the end of the Smile Perfected experience in the office, the patient's going to open up this lavender towelette and they're going to wipe their hands and their face with this lavender towelette. Why do we do that? We want to create a spa experience in the office. The number one trigger of memory is smell. Anytime they smell lavender after that, they're going to be thinking about your office. That's all included in the Smile Perfected kit. And then the patient can also walk home with Smile Perfected lip balm as an add-on.
And actually someone just mentioned that. They said, now it comes with chapstick too, lip balm too. She's excited about it.
So here's one more thing that we want to do for offices. Now we want to help your offices get promoted on Facebook or Instagram or whatever social media thing that you have there. There's going to be a little insert in each of the Smile Perfected kit. If your patient posts something about your practice, talking about their Smile Perfected experience, and you send me a copy of that, I'm going to send your patient a free Smile Perfected pen thanking them from me as the manufacturer because they helped your practice get promoted on social media. We all want to get promoted on social media and we don't get it. So I'm going to help you do that. I'm going to make sure that your patients get thank you from the manufacturer, me, with a free Smile Perfected pen, as long as they mention your office in their Instagram or their Facebook post.
I mean, guys, I don't know about you, and most likely you're like me because you're in this group. I don't know about you, but I love free stuff. And Dr. Balanoff just said he's giving off free stuff. Let's go through the whole list here, okay? Number one, he's going to give you your staff free whitening because he knows how important it is. Next, if anyone is dissatisfied at all, he's going to give another free Smile Perfected for that patient. And if they give you a shout out on social media, tag them, they're going to get free product as well. That's 3 ways of getting freebies right there. I love it.
And you forgot one more freebie.
Wait. There's one more. Okay.
The marketing material for all Nifty Thrifty.
There you go. Yes.
We're giving you when you have to buy brochures from these vendors that we do business with.
Such a racket.
What kind of racket is that? I know what it costs, Glenn. It's my pleasure to give you guys this free stuff. It's not expensive to manufacture all this stuff. These vendors have been ripping us off for a long time, and Smile Perfected has finally put an end to all of that stuff.
I love it. And someone just said, boom. Yes, I love it.
Exactly
we
right.
got another person, sign me up. You are going to sign up, but it's going to be really sweet later. Hang tight there. Tell your friends, they need to come on. They need to come on and listen to what we're going to say soon. Okay, so we got another question here, and it is, I know the answer, but I'll let you answer it.
Yes,
refrigerated.
Yeah, is it refrigerated? So the shelf life of Smile Perfected is 2 years. So it's not necessary to refrigerate it because you're going to be churning through this inventory so fast. Now, I will tell you a story. Like if you're up north and it's wintertime and you put the Smile Perfected box in front of the heating vent, you're going to have a problem, okay? But here's the thing that we did. We upgraded our Smile Perfected packaging about a year ago. So all of our Smile Perfected kits are now packed, which is an inert gas. So there's no oxygen in the packing. So the gel is not going to degrade while it's on the counter. And no other manufacturer is doing this. So ours is packed in argon. If you want to put it in the refrigerator, you can if it makes you feel good, but it's not necessary. And here's another thing that I did, so we sell Smile Perfected in packs of 12. That's how you get it. So we call it a 12 pack. And the reason I did that is I didn't want you to be overburdened with inventory. So Glenn, like you were saying, and you're talking about, you have all this inventory, you got to use it up before the expiration date. You're going to go through a 12 pack probably in less than 2 weeks if you're doing what I'm asking you to do, which is to ask your patients if they want a brighter and whiter smile at the end of their hygiene visit. So inventory management is never going to be a problem. If you want a refrigerator, you could, but it's not necessary because of our unique and proprietary packaging design.
I mean, it just makes so much sense because, you know, people all the time, they always talk about how hygiene department is a loss leader, right? And that's the wrong way to approach it. And then when someone want their teeth white, they want it right after they got their teeth clean. Their teeth are clean. Everything feels fresh. They want to start smiling more. And if they get their teeth whitened, they're really going to smile more. That's the perfect time. You don't want to ask someone, do you want to whiten your teeth after you did some restorative? They're all numb and stuff. No, you want to do it after the hygiene appointment. And also it gives your hygienist a chance to produce more, right? In my practice, I mean, they have certain goals they want to meet so they can, you know, get a raise and whatnot. And if I can help them produce more, they can make more. Trust me, guys, they want to do this. They want to do it. Your team wants to do this because it doesn't hurt the patient. They get it. Wait, I mean, 20 minutes. I mean, come on. We're not talking about an hour here. And the costs, guys, I mean, come on now. When you tell your patient $99, I don't care, $150, whatever you want to say, right? But $99 is actually, I'm a good listener. I took Dr. Balanoff's suggestion. That's what we do. But you know what? It is so fast and it's part of the hygiene appointment. Literally, it's part of the appointment. You know, you ask somebody, they need fluoride, right? You need fluoride. You want to get fluoride. I mean, it is kind of optional. They don't have to do it. It's the same thing. We always ask all our patients after our appointments, would you like to get your teeth whitened? It's a perfect time to do it. And most of the time they say yes. How long? 20 minutes? Sure. Yeah, I'll do it right now.
Yes. And the reason I know you're so right about this is because if you decided to do Zoom in your office, you're going to have to reappoint the patient. They're going to have to take more time off from work, come into your office. It's a whole big process. If you want to do the custom trays like opalescence, you're going to go ahead and you're going to take the impressions. They're going to have to come back to pick up the trays. You're going to have to school them on how to put the gel inside the trays. They're always overfill it. Then they're coming back asking for more gel. They don't think it lasted long enough. There's all these problems with all these other systems. So what Smile Perfected is truly the first hybrid whitening system. And what I mean by hybrid, it's an in-office and take-home hybrid where you're doing the best of everything for the patient. And really, at the end of the day, that's what you really want to do, what's best for our patient. And what's best for our patient is giving them what they want, which is a brighter and whiter smile.
So we got another question here, Dr. Ballon. I want to put it up here. And this doctor is asking, is it okay to place varnish at the end of the bleaching? We normally do that at the end of the hygiene appointment.
Yeah. So the short answer is you can place the varnish after the Smile Perfected appointment, because if you put the varnish on first, none of the whitening gel is going to get to the root surfaces, which is really where you're typically placing the varnish. So I tell everybody, do the Smile Perfected whitening first, and then place the varnish on afterwards. And you're going to be perfectly fine. It's not going to be a problem whatsoever.
And you know what? After the Smile Perfected, you can actually give them a mirror, let them enjoy their smiles. Like, hey, that looks great. Okay, now we're going to put this varnish on. Okay, and later on when the varnish is gone, you'll still be able to see that. But I mean, that's what we would do. We would just give them the mirror. Like, what do you think? Oh, I love it. Thanks. Okay, we got to put the vitamins on and let's do this. See you later. See you next time. But I forgot to mention too is that it becomes. I have patients where we went through the Profi Plus program, right? Get your teeth clean, get your teeth whitened. And they come in, they expect that. They're like, oh yeah, we're going to get the whitening too, right? Like you actually kind of train your patients. And now when they come in, actually, you know what? That's something I need to talk to you about, Dr. Balanoff. I actually might need to get another light, because what happens is people are waiting around because everybody wants to get their whitening there. But really, it's about you really change and train your patients, and they expect something.
Well, I tell you, you've kind of anticipated a few things, and I don't want to give it away, the little surprise I'm going to have at the end of this whole entire thing. So I'm going to have 3 amazing deals for Nifty, Thrifty doctors. And you mentioned the second light. When you hear the deal that I'm going to give you guys, it's going to blow your mind.
Oh, I love it.
We're going to talk about it in a few seconds, because what I also want some of the other doctors to know is how Smile Perfect has been used really effectively in a lot of other practices. So we deal with a lot of practices that do a lot of clear aligners, and they will do the Smile Perfected. What they actually do is they give the Smile Perfected away for free if somebody starts a clear aligner case. And the reason they do that is because no one wants to remember how much money the clear aligner therapy costs, but they'll always remember the free whitening.
Oh, I love that. I'm going to use that.
It's like an amazing psychology. And also for new patients, because, you know, we're always trying to figure out, we need to get new patients in here. You tell them you're going to give them a free white and another hygiene visit as a new patient. If you decided to do that, what's the cost to you as a dentist? Well, if you're a typical run-of-the-mill dentist, you're not a Nifty Thrifty dentist, that whitening is going to cost your office $30. We call that a loss leader. So you've got a $30 loss leader to try and make your patients go, wow, this is like an amazing dental experience. So we've had a lot of offices do a lot of amazing things with Smile Perfected, making their patients go, wow. Whether they whiten somebody's teeth in the middle of, or while they're doing a lot of anterior composites, and they give the whitening away for free because now the patient's going to forget about the $2,000 in composites, and all they're going to remember is the free whitening. And it truly doesn't cost your office that much money as that loss leader to make your patients go, wow. So there's so many different ways that Smile Perfected can be used with dental practices. And when you become partners with me, you call me up. My cell number is all over the place. And I love talking to dentists. When dentists call my cell number, they're like, is this really Bill? It's like, yeah, this is my phone. And I answer it all the time. And I talk to
I know. Trust me. I thought it was somebody else. I thought it was just like maybe another Bill that's working, but no, it's really Bill. It's really Dr. Balanoff.
So much about my Smile Perfected customers. I want all you guys to succeed.
So, you know, I have a question here. And so this doc's asking, well, how much should I charge? I know I said $99. You said $99 too. And in your experience, what's that sweet spot? Is it $99? Is it somewhere else? Or what's your opinion on that?
No, I'll tell you and this is really interesting. So I had a small group dental practice a number of years ago, and they wanted me to answer that same question. I didn't do it. So we decided to split test it. They had two different offices. In one office, they were charging $99. In another office, they were charging $149. And so we think, well, you know, the $99 is going to be much more successful. The office that asked the question, do you want to have your smile brighter and whiter at the end of your hygiene visit? They can charge $99 or $149. It doesn't make any difference. You've just got to offer the service to your patient. And, you know, the thing about us poor dentists and dental hygienists is we hate being told no. So you just have to understand that half the patients are going to say no, and that's going to hurt our feelings, but the other half are going to say yes. And when they say yes, whether it's $99 or $149, the sell-through is not that much difference. But from my standpoint, out of all the offices I've dealt with, apparently $99 is below that $100 threshold, and it really makes a big, big difference. So I would always recommend $99.
And you know that price is really effective too, because especially if they've come from another office and they've done a Zoom or they've done another in-office whitening or even take-home trays, they're expecting like $300.
Yeah.
And when you say 99, like what? And when we say, you know what, we kind of just like, you know, sell it up a little bit. It was like, actually, it's a special for everyone who's getting their cleaning. It's like a special that we do, you know, so this is the best time to take care of it. They're like, yes, I want to take care of it. And, you know, guys, if you think about it, what is the patient doing when they're getting their teeth cleaned? And they can't talk. They're sitting there. Your hygienist can talk about $99 whitenings in between her OHI and, you know, all that stuff there. So, and what's the worst that can happen? They just say no, right?
Yeah, they say no. And to make the conversation a little bit easier, we do a couple of unique marketing things. So we have posters that we can give to you for free, both in Spanish and English. We have seasonal flyers that we'll either send to you or you can download. So every single season is going to be a different flyer talking about Smile Perfected. So this month is the back to school special. Next month is going to be the Halloween special. The month after that is going to be the Thanksgiving special. The month after that is going to be the seasonal, you know, Christmas, Hanukkah, you know, that season. In January, it's going to be the New Year, New You special. In February, it's going to be a Valentine's Day special. You can start where I'm going with this. And we do all of this marketing for you. And if you want to put your logo on any of this stuff and you're not really sure how to do it, we will help you.
Dr. Balanoff, how much does it cost?
Why would I want to charge for something that I should be giving to you guys for free? It's all about helping these offices succeed, and I'm going to do that. So we do not charge for marketing material.
Oh gosh, I mean, I just love hearing that because, buying like marketing posters and brochures. Like I'm the Nifty Thrifty dentist here, okay? And actually, at one time, I did buy that stuff, and now it's just like, man, we're buying their products, and I gotta buy the marketing material. It's insane.
And believe me, those companies that are selling those marketing materials are a lot bigger than my company. They can afford it. They choose not to. Whereas me, as a dentist, wanting to help these offices succeed, it would be criminal if I charge you for all of this stuff.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So now, look, we have this is another question here. This doc just came on. They want to know what the procedure time is.
So the procedure time is 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
You heard it right.
20 minutes. And the cost to a dental office, if you're not a Nifty Thrifty dentist, is $30 for the procedure cost. It costs $30 for the kit.
Well, you know what? So that's the normal cost, guys.
Yep.
$30. But you know what, Doc? You're in the Nifty Thrifty Dentist Facebook group, and this was going to come up. All these people are jumping on right now. They know they have it. The Nifty Thrifty members, they have it down. They know, okay, at the 40-minute mark, we're going to slide in, just like on eBay. We're going to slide in and just win the bid. We're going to slide in. We want to know. We're waiting for this Nifty Thrifty banner. Okay, you guys are here. So here it is. So Dr. Balanoff, okay, first of all, it's great. It's a great price, right? It's a great price, $30, $99, 20-minute chair time, okay? It's a no-brainer. But you're a Nifty Thrifty dentist. What can you do for us?
So here's what I want to do for you. There's 3 deals I'm going to give you guys. And when I tell you that no one else is getting the deal, there will never be a deal less than
I love it. Thank you so much.
Okay, because that's you and I have gone back a long time. Like, you were my customer before I even knew what Nifty Thrifty was.
Yeah.
You paid full boat.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I
you
did.
You didn't get a deal from old Bill Balanoff.
No.
Everybody else that's part of Nifty Thrifty is going to get the deal that you did not get.
Yeah.
It's $100 off on the system. So instead of $9.97, it's $8.97. That's deal number 1.
Now, what's included in the system?
When you so many things. 24 patient kits. You're going to get additional 12 pens above and beyond the pens that are already inside the kits that you can sell at retail between $10 and $15. You're getting all the marketing material. You're getting the light. You're going to have the opportunity to have everybody in the office get their teeth whitened for free, and I'm going to send you free replacement kits. All of that stuff is all included in the Nifty Thrifty deal for Smile Perfected for first-time customers.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
So that's deal
you said 3 deals.
That's right. So that's deal number 1.
That's deal 1. Okay.
Deal number 2. Anytime a Nifty Thrifty dentist reorders 2 12-packs, which is a very typical order. That's usually how we sell them. 2 12-packs. I'm going to give you 10% off on that order.
I'm placing that order tomorrow, so I'm actually running really low.
Yeah, but here's the other thing that I'm going to do. Deal number 3. If you order 2 12-packs, even with the 10% discount that I'm going to give you, if you need a second light, if you need a third light, every time you order 2 12-packs, I'm going to give you a light for free if you need an additional light.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. Well, looks like I am ordering a refill kit tomorrow because I need another light. And Dr. Balanoff, we got someone saying, wow, yes, wow. Okay. So all right, that's a lot to digest there because actually there's a bunch of
let's go through it all again. So this is like
there's more
stuff. Okay, so deal number 1, $100 off on the initial system. I want to become your partner. Okay, so that's deal number 1. What's going to happen is you're going to burn through those 24 patient kits that are part of the first order probably in a couple of weeks, and then you're going to call me up and you're going to want to reorder. You're going to order 2 12-packs. I'm going to give you 10% off. Okay? If you decide at that time you need a second light, I'm going to give it to you for free. I mean,
I'm like stunned here, and you know what? Someone just said, "Done. Sign me up." Yes. Well, you know what? We're gonna let you know how to sign up, but let's go through those. Let's go through those deals one more time because there's a lot of people who jumped on, and I could tell they never used Smile Perfected because they were asking a lot of the same questions I was asking. Okay, so for those of you who are watching who are not using Smile Perfected right now, an in-office whitening system. 20 minutes, no sensitivity, Very little work on your team's part. Something that you can bring in with your hygiene, with their cleanings and whatnot. Okay, so for this system, for the initial system, deal number one is what, Dr. Balanoff?
Normally, every other dentist in the United States is getting charged $997. Nifty Thrifty dentists are going to get $100 off. They're going to be charged $897.
And included in that intro kit is what?
24 patient kits, and included in each patient kit is the preloaded trays, the vitamin E oil, the take-home pen, the lip balm, the lavender towelette, and the offer to get a free second pen by them posting your dental practice on social media and talking about how much they love their Profi Plus experience with your office. There's 24 patient kits. On top of that, I'm going to throw an additional 12 pens that are in a nice little display so that you can sell those pens above and beyond the pens that they already have. And typically, and believe me, I know what I used to get charged for those Zoom pens. So the Zoom pens, I'd have to charge a patient like $30, $35 for them.
Yeah.
So my pens are the least expensive on the market. You can charge patients between $10 and $12 for those pens and still make an incredible margin. So you're getting an additional 12 pens. You're getting all the marketing material, and you're also getting the light and all the support that you need in order to kind of go forward. And in order for you to become a good partner with Smile Perfected, when you get the system, I need every person in your office to have their smile brighter and whiter with Smile Perfected. I will send you free replacement kits. That's what it means to become a partner with Smile Perfected. That's deal number one.
Wow. And for the team members, we have a lot of docs watching now, but if you're a team member and you're watching this right now and your doctor does not have Smile Perfected in your office, you want to tell them this deal because you know what's going to happen? You're going to get your teeth whitened for free. All right, that's part of the package. I love it. Okay, so for people like me who are already fans of Smile Perfected, who already implement it in our hygiene program, what is there a deal for us? And that's deal number two, right? What is that?
Yeah. So deal number two is you order 2 12-packs, % off the price. I mean, we don't do that for anybody else out there. Even, and we sell to a lot of large group dental practices. I mean, like really big group dental practices. They're not getting a better deal than Nifty Thrifty.
I love it. I love it. And you know what? I've been bugging you about this for so long, and thank you so much for doing that. But you know what? Dr. Balanoff is all about over delivering. So he mentioned 2 deals. There's actually that third deal, and that third deal is what?
2 12-packs, and if you need a second light or a third light, I will throw it in for free.
I love it. That's me.
I'll give you a free light.
I'm calling you tomorrow. I'm calling your cell tomorrow. I'm going to place my order. I'm going to get my other light because my team fights over that light. Now they don't have to fight over it. And we had you're cracking me up here. Someone said, Glenn, I hope you write all this down because I won't remember. Yes, there's like 3 deals. Okay, he over delivered. Don't worry, I'm going to put it in the comment section. I'm going to put it in there now. Dr. Balanoff, I know how to. Obviously, I can just call you up, but I know where the website is, all that. But for those people who are now saying, okay, I want to implement, I want to get onto the Smile Perfected team, what's the best way to get started?
So the best way to do this, because we don't have a promo code, because I don't want anybody else to get the Nifty Thrifty deal. So the best thing for you to do, even though it's a little bit old school, is I want you to call us tomorrow, okay, and place your order. Because when you call up, you're going to say, I'm a Nifty Thrifty doctor.
There you go.
When you say that, then all of a sudden, everything starts to change on my side of the phone. So now we know exactly what to do for you. We know exactly what we're going to charge you. And I don't want that Nifty Thrifty deal being stolen by anybody else with a promo code. It's not really fair. You guys are like all Nifty Thrifty, so let's kind of keep that little club nice and tight.
I love it. That's easy. And you know what? You might get Dr. Balanoff on the phone.
Well, you know what they could do? They were going to have 2 choices. So if they call the number, and I'll give it to you right now, it's 877-624-6674. That's going to be the warehouse where Smile Perfected operates.
Can you give me the number one more time? I'm going to put it on the screen.
877-624-6674.
6674. Okay. There we go.
There you go. It's on the screen. So they can call up tomorrow. They're either going to talk to me or they're going to talk to Jeff, because that's who answers the phone. And here's one more thing I want everybody to know. So above and beyond all of the beautiful Smile Perfected stuff, because I know how passionate you are about dentistry, and you get people calling you all the time just to talk about their practice, and maybe unrelated to Smile Perfected. Anybody ever wants to talk to me about my love of dentistry and all the great stuff that I've enjoyed because being a dentist, you want to get hygiene tips, you want to get anything else, I'm more than happy to share all of that stuff with other doctors, just because I love being a dentist and I love talking to other dentists.
Well, guys, if you want to see Dr. Balanoff in action, maybe I can live and in action. Maybe I can convince him to be at the next event in June. And I'll tell you guys where it's going to be, but it's going to be in June. We're doing it with the Business of Dentistry group. And you know what? Type in a lot of those Smile Perfected. If I see a whole bunch of that and I send him a screenshot, I might have to twist his arm, make him show up and meet us all in person. So that's the number right there. Call the warehouse. And I love the Nifty Thrifty. Always make me laugh here, but we have a member. What's Bill's number? I want to call him now. Okay. You know what? I will tag him. I will tag him in this post. If you really want his number, message the guy first. We're not going to put his number up because I don't want you putting it in the guy's bathroom saying for a good time, call this number. We don't want to play that game. Okay. That's real juvenile. But Dr. Balanoff, man, I am, I was not expecting that. Those are some excellent deals there. And guys, type in Smile Perfected. And also I'm going to put all the information. I know someone said that's a lot of stuff. We're going to put that right now. You are very persistent. I want to call now. No, you can't call him now, but you can you can message him. But we have the number there. You can call and get the deal tomorrow. But Dr. Balanoff, before we jump off, first of all, thank you so much for jumping on. Thank you so much for being such a supporter of our group. I mean, really just saving dentists money, but really changing the way they practice dentistry. I know you changed my practice, and especially my hygiene department. So thank you so much for that. And before we jump off, Dr. Balanoff, I'm going to give you the last words here.
So this is the last word. What you've done for all these Nifty Thrifty doctors, I am like so impressed. I can't thank you enough for letting me be part of the group. The doctors that you associate with, they are so lucky to be part of your group that if they don't say thank you to you every single time they see you, I'm serious. You know how I feel about you. Yeah. I mean, what you're doing for these dentists is like an amazing thing. And thank you for letting me be part of the whole entire thing. I'm humbled to be included. I really am.
Well, you know what? I can't say anything to top that off. So Dr. Balanoff, thank you so much for jumping on. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Check back. I want to put all the deal information in the comment section. There's going to be another post tomorrow with the deal too. And you know what? And I'll tag him in the post. If you really want to call him on a sell, I'll let him make that decision. So Dr. Balanoff, thank you so much for jumping on. And guys, thank you for watching. We'll see y'all next time.